How about it, y'all? This is Daniel and Maddie with Nicholson Farms. We're back with another video today. It's been a while since we've done just a farm update. It's all been projects and baby goats being born. So we figured we'd walk around today and kind of give you a little farm update, show you how everybody's doing. So let's get to it. So if you're new to the channel, I'd like to welcome you to hit that subscribe button. And we'd greatly appreciate it, and stick around, see what we got going on here at Nicholson Farms. I guess our first update will be on our little bottle baby, Harold. He's a mess. Harold's been living on our back porch for almost 3 weeks now. So he's about
It's been over 3 weeks.
Oh, it's almost 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So almost a month old. We've been feeding him 4 times a day. We're trying to knock that down to 3, and soon he'll be on 2. Whenever we get him back on 2, he'll probably be staying here at the farm. We'll stop by in the morning and feed him in the afternoon. But he's doing good. He's growing.
Today we brought him and we left him in the pasture up here with the other babies, and he, as soon as I walked in the pasture 45 minutes later, came running across and yelling. So he's a little attached to me and Daniel, but we're trying to get him to act more like a goat.
Maddie took a little video of that. We'll throw that little clip in here right here.
Hey, little nugget.
So everybody else is doing good. Right now we're up here in our front pasture where we have our very pregnant nannies, our weanling does, our mamas, and some babies, where we're feeding them separate. Everybody's looking good up here.
That brown butthead has been laying down and grunting all day. I feel like it's probably going to be soon when some of these mamas have babies, because they're getting big. Like that one right there too. Sheep is big too.
Sheep right here, she's getting pretty wide. But looking back at my records, I think we still have about another 3 weeks before we should expect having babies. One nanny let's see if I can point her out right there. I didn't want to breed her this year. She's right at a year old now. I did not want to breed her, but our Billy got in with our nannies and she was in heat, and it looks like she took because she's putting on a milk sack. But you know, she's a big frame goat. I think she'll be fine. Hopefully she just has one and she doesn't have any complications, but we're going to keep an eye on her. She might be the first to go just because, like I said, the Billy got in with them. All the other girls I should kind of know when they have babies. I think we're going to feed them real quick and fill up their self feeder and their creek feeder for these young nannies, and then we'll kind of move on and keep talking about what we got going on. So I think we're gonna let Maddie fight the goats through the feed trough today. Let's see how this goes. If you ever been around goats, goats are the hungriest creatures, or they act like they're the hungriest creatures in the world. They'll fight over the feed trough and get in your way, and you come back and try to feed them an hour later, it's gonna be the same exact thing. But looking at these nannies, none of them's hurting. All of them's nice and fat and healthy. That's just a goat for you.
The easiest it's ever been.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad. We've been standing up here for a couple minutes, so maybe that kind of calmed them down. I'm gonna fill up the creek feeder real quick, and we're gonna go talk about our little Billies. Hopefully they've calmed down enough to come to the feed trough.
Harold's still following us around like a little puppy dog down here.
He doesn't know he's a goat yet.
Harold, that's for you. You're a goat. Go eat your goat food. Go on.
So everybody's good up in this pasture. Haven't seen any signs of stress too much in these young nannies. They've been kind of staying close to the fence, but I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I think the moms are more stressed than the babies. This group of girls have this self-feeder, so they're not worried about food. They're close enough to being weaned by their moms anyway, so milk is not an issue for them. And I haven't seen any diarrhea or any signs of coccidia or anything like that. So they're doing good right now. We'll just keep a close eye on them. Let's go check out the billies real quick. So the last group we have to feed is our 4 boys here. There's one hiding behind the other one. But we got our 4 boys here. I still don't have their self-feeder set up. I had one at the house, but I think it's a little too rusted out, a little too far gone. I used to use it for the dogs, but I think we're gonna stop by Tractor Supply tonight and pick up another one, and I'll have it strung up. I have been feeding them a lot of feed, more than they can eat, just because I don't want their stomachs to shrink or anything like that. They come off of eating off that creek feeder with full access to feed all day. And so I want to keep feeding them as much as they can eat, just because I want them to stay used to eating that much. And whenever I get that creek feeder back out here, I don't want them to overgorge themselves and cause problems. So we're gonna go ahead and feed them real quick. Everybody's looking good right here. No signs of stress as well. They were actually the first group to calm down. So we'll get them fed real quick and we'll kind of move them along. So we got our last, well, not our last group of animals to show you today, but we got our nannies and 7 yearling nannies in this little in this big pasture behind us. But we got them locked up in this little catch pen right now, because as you can see, the horses are up here with them, and my dad feeds them separately. He feeds them some oats. So we're just kind of got the gate shut, make sure the horses don't come in here right now, so the goats can get their feed. I did cut their ration down a good bit. I'm feeding them about a half of what I was feeding them when they had their babies on them. I'm not gonna completely take them off of feed until we got some good grass growing. Just kind of supplement them as we go. And they do have hay, and I do have a mineral bucket or protein bucket, whatever you want to call it, in this pasture with them that they have access to. So they've got plenty of nutrition to take advantage of, to hopefully get some of that body condition back on them since they've lost babies. So like I said, got everybody fed up here. They're doing good. They're a little uncomfortable. All their udders are still pretty full. They miss their babies sucking on those, but they'll dry up here shortly. So let's run back down to the barn and let's check on Brisket, our feeder calf, and Clifford, our mature billy.
Warming up more. He's letting me get close to him. He was running away.
Let's go check on him. So we took a little pit stop by the greenhouse on the way to feed Brisket and Clifford, our billy, and our feeder calf. But I just wanted to show y'all how everything is going in the greenhouse. Our Brussels sprouts are up, spinach, radishes, romaine, butter crunch lettuce, garlic starting to pop through. Got a couple onions, got our peppers up for the most part, and also we got some tomatoes starting to come up. So everything's going good here. I think Sunday will be 2 weeks since I planted them. So everything's growing good, especially your fall crop. Your early spring crop Vegetables, they're coming up really good. Tomatoes kind of take about 2 weeks to come up anyways, so I'm not too concerned about it. But I'm gonna get out of here. It's hot. It's only like 60 degrees here in South Carolina today, but it's like 90 degrees in that little greenhouse. So, but everything's going good in there. I think I'm gonna beat my daddy on the gardening this year. He planted his tomatoes a week before mine. His still have not sprouted. He's on his second planting now, so it's kind of a little running joke we've got going together. But let's go feed that calf and that billy goat, and we'll wrap this video up. Brisket. For those of y'all that didn't see the video last week, I believe, when we got Brisket, he's settling in real nice now. He'll stand there and let you. Well, he'll stand there and eat while you stand there beside him. He's gotten a whole lot more calmer. He's not pacing the fence anymore at all. So he's settling in. We're excited to have him. I think he's gained some weight since we've had him already. Maddie is dying to get her hands on him. She tries to pet him all the time, walks out there in the pasture, but he's just not there yet. I don't know if he'll ever be, but
this is the closest he's ever let me talk to him.
She's gonna keep trying, no doubt in my mind. That's the first thing she does every day. But he's growing well, and we're excited to have him, like I said. Other than that, we got our breeding buck over here, Clifford. He's about 1.5 years old. Clifford will be the man come about October when we breed all our nannies next year. He's kind of becoming a little mascot. He runs around hollering all the time. Even after you fed him, he's always hollering about something. But him and Brisket are becoming good buddies. They even eat feed together. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us today. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. It'd mean a lot to us. If you haven't seen the video a couple weeks ago, we're going to be doing a t-shirt giveaway whenever we hit 500 subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see y'all on the next one.